ladies and gentlemen, and my beloved friends. Today is a quiet, comfortable day to reminisce our knowledge, little by little, about Indonesian culture from Sabang to Merauke that we still don't know. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Ratuhana, and today I will give you an interesting information about the place you are visiting. Let me welcome you all to Taman Mini Indonesia Indah. This park, despite the culture of the country, interactively as a people could not only see the miniature of the country of 26 provinces, but they could actually go inside of the house and see through we are truly living in a house. And apart from these houses, there are gardens, small zoo, museum, other recreation for tourists and local alike. There are 10 gardens in the park, which include a cactus garden, a flower garden, and a medical plant garden. Also within the park, there are small parks with animals included freshwater aquarium, bird park, and even a park dedicated to Bekesar chicken. There are 14 museums in the TMII. The most notable is the Camp Umas IMAX Theater, which is the design of the golden snail, and those devote the Komodo dragon, war, electricity, stamp, sport, culinary heritage, telecommunication, transportation, and oil gas. There's also an insect museum and a butterfly garden in the grounds. And for transportation within Taman Mini Indonesia Indah is various. People may take a bike, touring car, ride the swan boats, near railway, and many more. There's also a children place which shaped like a castle, and it's a playground, small art, craft, village, a rare book market, tether, and which one of 40 fishing lake. There are also a small water park with something similar to the boat camp. The water park amenities include a wave pool, hot spa, and many more. And on the other hand, the camp made for kids has amenities that include zip line, canopy trails, tunnel, and bridges. Right here is a regional pavilion, our traditional house building characterized by traditional Indonesian architecture. There are 33 regional pavilions that were built in a row around the miniature lake of Indonesia. Achieve an inseparable unit, each provinces display at least 3 forms of local traditional houses located in one area provided for the provinces in question. The shape of traditional house is made according of the original building, both in size, roof shape, decoration, room arrangement, window shape, stairs, and other details. Oh, there are even those who were immediately transferred from the area, such as the house of Aceh, who was brought directly from Nangkor Aceh Darussalam, a pavilion from the area of origin to provide information about traditional houses of a various ethnic group in Indonesia, the wider community, especially the younger generation who may not have seen the traditional houses in their area. Here's the provincial pavilion is built around the lake with the miniature of the Indonesia archipelago, thematically divided over 6 zones: Java, Sumatra, Kalimantan, Sulawesi, Bali, and Nusa Tenggara. Also there's Maluku and Papua. Each pavilion displays a typical local building. The West Sumatra Provincial Pavilion is the one of the regional pavilion in Taman Mini Indonesia Indah. The pavilion features 5 traditional buildings, a large house called Rumah Gadang, a traditional hall known as Balairung, a rice barn known as Rangkiang, and a surau, or known as a place of worship for Islam. All Minangkabau traditional house, also Mentawai traditional house. Okay, get to the topic. We're gonna talk about festival located in this platform and known as the Minangkabau Festival. Now the festival, which is held at the end of every year, December 7th to 8th. The festival is also also an effort to promote the region about the diversity of Minang culture and goods that has been recognized by the world. The well is expected to be one of the attractions to increase the tourist visit. Besides being filled with local art, the Minangkabau Festival is also enlived by Marandang competition. This competition has a total prize of 20 million. Participants can compete about their ability to process meat with a rich spice to make rendang culinary specialty. Rendang is a traditional food from West Sumatra, Minangkabau, to be exact, which is made of beef covered in spice. A search of history of rendang will take us to one of the area in Western Sumatra, namely Minangkabau. From the Minang people, rendang has been a part of their culinary life since the time. From the history of the rendang has first created by itself, but unfortunately not much written evidence can be found. One of the rise among the research is that this snack has been since the Minang people held their traditional event for the first time. The beginning of history of Padang Rendang is heard everywhere, perhaps because of this cooking art continues to develop from Riau, Mandailing, Jambi, to even a Negeri Sembilan, which is a federate state of Malaysia, because of Minang immigrants who live there. Padang rendang food, as a traditional dish, has a respectable position in the social life in Minangkabau. This is because of the ingredients for making rendang have their meaning. Representatives from 27 provinces try to cook the most delicious rendang or marandang at the Minangkabau Festival. The unique head of the service in the last year of implementation, it was not West Sumatra that won the marandang, but the participant from Aceh provinces, then the team from East Kalimantan and West Jakarta. Isn't it interesting? The festival was held from the 23rd December 2017 to 1 January 2018 at that time. Kampung Minang, in the collaboration with the wonderful Indonesia, held Minangkabau Week, carrying the total of 21 booths selling West Sumatra food and drinks with a target of 50,000 bookmarks for attending. At the Sumatra Pavilion and the festival, traditional dance from Minangkabau are also performed, known as the Tari Piring. Tari Piring is also known as a group dance, which is performed by more than 2 dancers. The hallmark of the plait dance is that the dancer carry a plait in both hands with the surface of the plait facing out. The plait dance is a dance with dynamic and energetic, even acrobatic movement, because it often displays difficult movement. Now, this dance is easily performed by women to attract visitors who come and interest in Minangkabau culture and characteristics. Commodification occurs in rendang, which has the characteristic of a meat with spice. At the Minangkabau Festival, is it not just only the people of the West Sumatra who are involved in making the festival unique, but making rendang with the unique variant not only with its taste, it's also the commodification at the Minangkabau Festival to attract the attention of tourists who are interested in culinary festival. Are you one of them? So far we have learned a little about Taman Mini. I took you around a bit and get to know the interesting festival here. Did you find something interesting and make you curious to visit Taman Mini Indonesia in person? I hope your day will be more fun by joining me walk around 10 Taman Mini. Good morning, afternoon, evening, and night, ladies and gentlemen. Let me excuse myself.